All right, everybody, welcome in. And oh my goodness, what an exciting night tonight is. We have the first ever Reignmakers PGA Tour hit draft pack breaks. My name is Chris Costa. I'm your host. I'm going to be with you for tonight's show, later tonight's show, and all of the PGA Reignmakers shows we have on deck. I can't wait. I hope you are as excited as I am. Reignmakers PGA is something that I've been waiting on for months. For all you golf fanatics out there, for all you folks watching the players, tonight's the night. We're going to load up your marketplace accounts with some hopefully amazing cards. So quick breakdown of what we have on tap for tonight. Breaks number 1, 2, and 3 are going to take place on this show. We're going to come back at 6 o'clock Eastern with breaks 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now what are the breaks? So the breaks for this particular show, breaks 1, 2, and 3, are going to be 2 of the sold out, might I add, let me just add, sold out birdie packs and 10 booster packs. Okay, your birdie packs are the $200 packs and your booster packs are the $20 packs. There are still booster packs out there in the marketplace, and at $20, hopefully what you guys see tonight will cause you to go and run to the marketplace and grab some more. Again, every pack you purchase, every card you purchase is going to add to your franchise score, which we'll talk about in a moment. Hint, hint, Mr. Wiley, I see you out there at the top of that franchise score leaderboard. Whoa, here he comes, the Mr. Golf himself. With that said, we're going to open all of the packs. As all of the cards come out, we're going to move through them. We're going to announce them. We're going to react. We're going to get excited for big polls. Be looking for maybe some John Rahm, some Scotty Scheffler, some Colin Morikawa, some of the guys at the top of that players leaderboard. And then we are going to perform a draft. What does that mean? Well, as you purchase your tickets into tonight's events, each ticket has a draft order. Ticket 1 is pick 1. Ticket 6 is pick 6. You'll pick as your ticket dictates, and we will work our way in snake draft format from the first pick to the 10th pick, and back and forth we'll go until we get to the 21st pick. So the first 20 picks will be manually selected by you. So please stick with me, be present, participate. The faster you get your picks in, the more proactive you are about making sure you think about who you want to pick as your pick comes up, will allow us to get to the auto draft format, which is spots 21 through 40. That is where we'll use our auto draft criteria, which comes down to tier and player edition, things along those lines, to make sure that we move through each draft nice and seamlessly, nice and smoothly. Shout out to the marketplace team who will put our draft board together as we wait. Okay. With that said, I can't wait any longer. It's PGA. It's Reignmakers. The players is on right now. I mean, we've got, let me check our leaderboard here, guys. I've got Ramey at the top, but I've got Morikawa nipping at his heels with a 7-under round today. Whew, they call it the 5th major for a reason. Let's go. Pack number 1. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. From the right, we'll go. Core and 2 rare. Very nice. Very nice. All right, here we go. Make my screen a little bit bigger here and try to get a little bit. Ooh, very nice. We'll take that. We've got a Justin Sue, a McNeely, and a Malnati, Peter Malnati. Let's keep it moving. And from the right, we have another rare, 2 cores and a rare. Joel Dahmen. If anybody watched Full Swing, Joel Dahmen is kind of a beauty. Just saying, kind of a beauty. Taylor Morton, you've got a rare Matt Every. I will say though, Damon's hard on himself. If you guys watch Full Swing, if you haven't watched it, I recommend it. But he's a little bit hard on himself. Brian Gay, you got a Hagee, and you have a Buzenhout. We do have another rare. And guys, don't worry about the speed here. We will have a draft board built for you, and you will be able to follow along as what's available and what the best card available is. Kevin Kisner, we got a little Kisner action. Seth Reeves and a rare. Siwoo Kim. All right, we'll take that. We'll take that all day. 3 cores. Cone, Blom, and John Hugh. And again from the right, 3 more core. Carson Young, Sung Kang, and Rich Beam. Rich Beam. Old-timer Rich Beam. And we keep it moving from the right. JT, we'll take that. We got a JT on the board. First JT sighting. We got a George McNeil and an Andrew Putnam. Another Putnam, a Van Rooyen, and a Gim, Doug Gim. Come on, one time. Give me something big here. Give me a Morikawa rare. Harris English, Lashley, JJ Spawn. Nate Lashley core, we'll take. 2 rares as well. Here we go, from the right. Good luck, guys. Bill Haas, Martin Laird, and a Jonathan Vegas. Jonathan Vegas rare. All right, guys, moment of truth. Here we go. Buckle up. Buckle your seatbelts. It's birdie pack time. Give me something nice. Give me something nice. Look at that luscious green grass. My goodness, I am in desperate need of a round of golf. Here we go, guys. 4 elite. I can't feel my legs. Let's go. All right, we got a Smalley, Wilkinson, Timothy Wilkinson. We have an elite, Henley. We have an elite List, Luke List. We'll take it. And we have a Hickok. We have a elite Hickok. All right, moving on to our next birdie pack, our final pack of the break, and then I'll start breaking some stuff down for you all. Another elite and 4 rare. Here we go. Good luck. Slocum, Webb Simpson, Stanley, Brandon Wu, and an elite Nick Taylor. Elite Nick Taylor. All right, folks. So that is your break. Again, the team will go back to the drawing board, or the lab, I should say, and build out your draft board. It's going to take them a couple of minutes, so I'm going to walk you through a couple of important items. All right, some housekeeping, some Reignmakers PGA talk. Let's all get on the same page here, okay? So again, guys, birdie packs are sold out. One of the cool things about tonight's breaks is you are getting access to those sold out packs. Make sure you tune in at 6 o'clock tonight, because the breaks tonight are some of our high roller breaks, okay? You have 2 Eagle packs and 6 sold out birdie packs per break. Eagle packs are $2,000 a whack. Shout out to the guys or the gals in that break, because I'm hoping to pull huge Reignmaker golfer cards. On that note, let's talk a little bit about the players, okay? Right now I'm looking at Morikawa in second. We got Scotty Scheffler tied for 4th at 4 under. We got Justin Rose. Shout out to Peter Jennings of LuckyTrader.com. Justin Rose was one of Peter's sleepers for this tournament. But the 2023 Players Championship is really the PGA's flagship event. Kicks off at TPC Sawgrass. It kicks off today. Point Vedra Beach, Florida. They call it the 5th major. It takes place at Sawgrass Stadium course. There's 144 players in the field, including 43 of the top 50 golfers in the world golf rankings, okay? Including 49 of the top 50 in the current FedEx Cup playoffs with eligibility points. There's 8 former players champions competing, including JT, Ricky Fowler, Jason Day, and the total purse is 25 mil, okay? 25 blades, they say. $4.5 million going to the winner. The biggest payout of any PGA Tour event. A lot of folks, consider this to be, that's why they would consider it a 4th major, or a 5th major. And there is an epic battle going on before our eyes, right? The number 1 world ranking battle continues. Jon Rahm currently holding that spot down, reclaiming it with the win at the Genesis Invitational. He overtook Scotty Scheffler, who earned top ranking at the Phoenix Open at the Waste Management. The Spaniard already has a trio of tournament wins this year. He's playing lights out, including the Tournament of Champions, the American Express Tournament, the 2021 U.S. Open. He's the 2021 U.S. Open winner, and he's looking to bounce back after faltering, if you don't remember, at the Arnold Palmer Invitational, where he tied for 39th at 1 over. Rahm and McIlroy are certainly your favorites heading in, along with Scotty Scheffler, Patrick Cantlay, all players you should be looking for in these breaks today and tonight. It's definitely going to be an interesting tournament for sure. Rahm, Scheffler, and McIlroy are grouped together for the first 2 rounds this week, which is super interesting. You got Scotty Scheffler, who finished right behind McIlroy last weekend, finishing 2 strokes back of the winner. And he tied for 4th with Jordan Spieth. He's been playing well so far this season, including a win at the Phoenix Open, like we mentioned. Last year's Masters champ would not mind building some momentum before heading into August next month. Heading to Augusta next month, August. Anyways, let's talk about the course. One of the coolest things about golf is that each course is developed and designed differently, and therefore appeals to certain golfers' skill sets. I'll get to that after our next break, because look at our team. Look at our marketplace team just firing off a draft board in record time. We're already ready to draft, folks. So let's get ready. Tune in, dial in. And of course, we start our draft with another one of my favorite usernames. Maybe there's a theme here. Every draft break that we do, every show that we do, there's a new favorite username. With the first overall pick in the first ever PGA Reignmakers Golfer Pack Break, the first pick is going to go to Shart. Shart, you are on the clock. Shart is on the clock with the first pick, and he takes, or he or she takes, Andrew Putnam, core. Dear God. The second pick goes to Turnberry. Turnberry, you are on the clock. Turnberry on the clock with the second pick. A core Putnam right off the bat. Interesting. To Shart, I should say. Gotta love my job. Gotta love it. All right, the second pick is on the clock. Turnberry. The pick will be... It's going to come in. Auto pick. Luke List Elite. Luke List Elite. We go to the third pick. Bike Boy Joe. You are on the clock. Bike Boy Joe with the third overall pick. Real quick, as I was saying, just because the course is so cool. It is a Pete Dye design course. The stadium course at TPC, I should say. There's water on 17 holes, including number 17, the island shot that a lot of you are probably familiar with. Bike Boy Joe's pick is in. Kramer Hickok, the elite Kramer Hickok. And then we go to Lucas CW10. Lucas CW10. You are on the clock with the fourth pick. Lucas CW, pick is in. Fourth pick is going to be a Nick Taylor Elite. Nick Taylor Elite going to Lucas CW10. We go to the fifth pick. Elf Kev, good to see you again, my friend. Elf Kev, you are on the clock at 5. Elf Kev is on the clock at 5. Elf Kev, pick is in. Russell Henley Elite. We go to 6, 7, and 8, back to back to back. Bike Boy Joe is back on the clock. 6, 7, and 8 going to Bike Boy Joe, who took the Kramer Hickok in his last pick. All right, here we go. Justin Thomas Core is going to Bike Boy Joe with the 6th pick. 7th pick next, also to Bike Boy Joe. That's going to be the Timothy Wilkinson. Timothy Wilkinson is also going to Bike Boy Joe. That is the Elite Wilkinson. And the Alex Smalley Rare is also going to go to Bike Boy Joe. We move on to the 9th slot. Jay Casa 1. Jay Casa 1, you're on the clock at 9. Jay Casa 1 on the clock. Jay Casa comes in with the Maverick McNeely Rare. Maverick McNeely Rare. We move on to spot 10. It's going to be a double pick as we snake our way back towards the top of the draft. J Carp 24 has back-to-back 10 and 11. J Carp 24, you are on the clock. J Carp's pick is in. It is going to be the Siwoo Kim, I believe. Siwoo Kim Rare. Siwoo Kim Rare, yes it is, in the 10 slot. And the 11th pick is going to also be J Carp's. J Carp at 11 is on the clock. '11th pick, J Carp is going to go with JJ Spawn. JJ Spawn. We go to the 12th pick. J Casa 1 back on the clock. J Casa 1 went with the Maverick McNeely Rare. And we go back. JJ Spawn Rare is going to go to J Casa. Excuse me. I think we're backed up here a little bit. Brandon Wu Rare is going to go to J Casa. Thank you. 13, 14, and 15 going to Bike Boy Joe. Back to back to back. You are on the clock, my friend. 13, 14, and 15. Back to back to back. Approaching our auto draft. All right, Bike Boy Joe's first pick is the Kyle Stanley Rare. Kyle Stanley Rare going to Bike Boy Joe. Next pick by Bike Boy Joe is going to be the Webb Simpson Rare as well as the Martin Laird. Back to back to back. Very nice. All right, next up is going to be the 16th pick going to Elf Kev. Elf Kev is back on the clock. 5 picks until we go auto, folks. Five picks until we go auto. And Elf Kev is going to go with the Christian Bezuidenhout. Christian Bezuidenhout core. And we go to Lucas CW10. It's 17. 4 cards left until we go auto. And we go rapid fire. Still do have some rares on the board. Jonathan Vegas. Jonathan Vegas going to Lucas CW10. We move on to slot 18. 18, Bike Boy Joe on the clock. Bike Boy Joe is going to grab the Heath Slocum. Heath Slocum Rare. 19th pick going to Turnberry. Turnberry, we're back to you. Here we go. The Peter Malnati is going to go to Turnberry in the 19th hole. And here comes the 20th pick. 20th pick. Shart. The 20th overall pick belongs to Shart, and it's going to be the Andrew Putnam. Andrew Putnam core. All right, folks, here we go. We're going to go to auto draft now. Matt Every is going to go to Shart as well, back to back. Turnberry is going to take the Kevin Kisner. Taylor Moore is going to go to Bike Boy Joe. Doug Gim is going to go to Lucas CW. Joel Damon is going to go to Elf Kev. John Hugh, Bike Boy Joe. Nate Lashley, Bike Boy Joe. Ryan Blom is going to go to Bike Boy Joe. We have a Carson Young going to Jay Casa. Harris English going to Jay Carp. Sung Kang going to Jay Carp. Rich Beam is going to go to Jay Casa. Brandon Hagee is going to go to Bike Boy Joe. George McNeil is going to go to Bike Boy Joe as well as Seth Reeves. Eric Van Ruyen is going to go to Elf Kev. Bill Haas to Lucas CW10. Justin Sue to Bike Boy Joe. Brian Gay to Turnberry. And Trevor Cohn to Shart. And just like that, our first ever PGA Reignmakers pack break hit draft has concluded. Just like that. Very painless, folks. Painless. Beautiful. Love it. All right, let's move our way right into break 2. Why not? Let's get right into it and make our way into our next round of packs for the second hit draft. How's that sound, folks? Let's do it. There they are. All right, here we go. From the right, our first Genesis core is going to be Stanley, Schenk, and a Brem. Ryan Brem, rare. Moving on, next pack. 3 cores from the right. Taryn, Mullinax, and Patrick Rogers. Trey Mullinax. From the right, another rare. Aaron Rye, Matt Wallace, and Mahan, Hunter Mahan. Next pack is up from the right. Here we go, 3 core. Coles, Wyndham Clark, and Joel Damon. Next up, another 3 core pack. Streelman, Luke Donald, and MJ DeFuy. And we have 2 rares in this pack. We'll take it. From the right, Xander. We'll take a Xander action. Grayson Sig and Kevin Roy. Well, Xander action never hurt nobody. Coming up next, 3 core. Aaron Rye again. Jason Day, very nice. And Dylan Wu. Jason Day, watch out for Jason Day this weekend. 3 more core here. Straka, Cameron Young, and Max Homa. Max Homa has been hot lately. Also one of the greatest Twitter accounts in the history of Twitter. If you're not following Max Homa, follow Max Homa. Michael Kim, Scott Stallings, and Camilo Villegas. And another booster pack before our birdie packs. 3 more core. Coles, Grayson Murray, and Russell Henley. And here come the birdies. Here come the birdies, folks. Elite and 4 rare. From the right, good luck. Zach Johnson, Eric Cole, Robert Garrigus, Keegan Bradley. We'll take some Keegan. And your elite, Kevin Roy. Kevin Roy elite. Next up. Elite and 4 rare. Good luck. Hagee, Higgs, Trahan, Streb, and your elite. Good luck. Cummins. Quade Cummins. All right, folks, that's your second break. Let's start chit-chat while the team breaks us down another draft board as they go into the lab and get you all ready for our next hit draft. I was talking about the course, right? We talked about the pack breakdown. We talked about some of the prizing that's available. I do want to talk about the course, TPC Sawgrass, the stadium course. Water on 17 holes, okay? A crazy design. A lot of us are familiar or are remember the 17th, which is the par 3 island shot. Whoever navigates the course with these hazardous conditions, keeping their emotions intact, it's definitely a course that can get into your emotions with good iron approach, right? Approach is huge here with a lot of the smaller greens. That's who's going to end up in the mix at the end of the weekend. You got to be able to scramble here. Your short game has to be on point. That's who's going to be there come Sunday. There have been multiple redesigns. In 2016, they redesigned the course. It is a par 72 measuring 7,200 or a little over 7,200 yards, which is general average PGA length, I would say. The 16th is a par 5 with water running down the right. Eagles can be scored there. So, anybody with distance is going to have a chance to score. But anybody that goes left or right with an approach could just as easily double bogey. So that's going to be kind of a make or break hole, I think, for this weekend. It generally turns out to be, especially going into 17. 17 just seems to creep into people's minds as you come up on that part of the golf course. Weather. Weather is a huge part of golf. I love it. I haven't talked about weather when it comes to Reignmakers since the football product So here we are talking about Thursday. Today's been partly cloudy, high of 72, 10 mile an hour to 15 mile an hour winds. No chance of rain. Beautiful. We are going to see partly cloudy with some scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. You're going to see a high of 81. My goodness, I wish I was there. Before the rain, you're going to have 10 to 20 mile an hour winds. Saturday is going to be a little bit sunnier, a little bit cooler. You get a high of about 70. My goodness, perfect golf weather, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. And then on Sunday, you'll come back mostly sunny, high of 77, winds at 10 to 20. That's going to be scoreable. It's going to be scoreable all weekend. You're going to have some precipitation on Friday. That's going to soften that course up. Look for Saturday to be a scoring round, low winds, beautiful weather. In terrible weather last year, if I recall, the winning score was 13 under. So it is a scoreable golf course. The guys that have the ability to work it into greens are the ones that you're going to see at the top here, which generally lines up with a lot of the biggest names you're going to see in this tournament. So an exciting weekend on deck. And there it is. Our team on the marketplace side has been working their way through our second draft. First pick is going to go to Shot. Shot is going to take down our first pick of the draft. Shot it is. Shot, you are up, and we are going with the Kevin Roy. Elite is going to Shot. We move on to the second pick, just like that. Here we go. Keep them moving. DDE Trainee 6. DDE Trainee 6. Here we go. Second pick. D DeTrainee is probably how you pronounce that. D DeTrainee 6 takes the Keegan Bradley Rare. Keegan Bradley Rare is going to D DeTrainee 6. And we move on to the third pick, Bill Cabro. Bill Cabro, you're on the clock, my friend, at 3. Bill Cabro is going to take the Quade Cummings. The Quade Cummings Elite is going to go to Bill, and we move on to the fourth pick. Fourth pick belongs to Elf Kev. Our friend Elf Kev is back in the mix in the 4-hole. Elf Kev, you're on the clock. And Elf Kev takes down the rare Zach Johnson. We go to 5. Fifth pick. M. Tomko 13. You're in the 5-hole and on the clock. M. Tomko is going to take the Robert Streb Rare. Robert Streb Rare. Elf Kev back-to-back 6 and 7. Xander and Max Homa back-to-back. Xander and Max Homa. We go to A. Anderson. Oh, excuse me, I missed one. The Xander went to Elf Kev as well. We go Grayson Sig to A. Anderson 13. And that is going to be an auto pick. So A. Anderson 13 takes Grayson Sig in the 8 slot. We go 9 through 12 is going to be Carlson 20. 9, 10, 11, and 12, folks. Back-to-back to back-to-back going to B. Carlson. We're starting with a Harry Higgs Rare. B. Carlson will also take, looks like it's going to be the Cameron Young Core. That is the 10th pick. The 11th pick is going to be B. Carlson 20, Jason Day. And then finally, B. Carlson's 12th pick is going to be B. Carlson with the 12th pick, still on the clock. Who's it going to be? All right, Aaron Rye. Aaron Rye Core. And we move on to the 13th overall pick. A. Anderson. A. Anderson 13 in the 13 hole is back on the board. And it's going to be Brandon Hagee going to A. Anderson 13. We move on to the 14th slot. Elf Kev 14 and 15, I should say. Back-to-back Elf Kev is back on the clock. Robert Garrigus is going to Elf Kev, the rare Robert Garrigus. And Elf Kev has the 15th pick as well, and that is going to be the DJ Trahan. DJ Trahan. We go to the 16th pick, M. Tomko 13. M. Tomko 13 is now on the clock. M. Tomko is going to grab the Kevin Roy rare. Kevin Roy, and we go to 17. Elf Kev back on the clock. Elf Kev's going to take the Ryan Brem. Ryan Brem, we go to 18. Bill Cabro. Bill Cabro on the clock in the 18 hole. Bill Cabro is going to take Eric Cole. Eric Cole rare. We go to 19. D. DeTraney 6. D. DeTraney 6 is on the clock at 19. We're 2 picks away from auto picks, folks. 19th, D. DeTraney is on the clock, and we're going to grab the Sepp Straka. Sepp Straka core, and we go to shot in the 20 slot with our final manual pick. All right, shot is going to take the Scott Stallings core. Excuse me, that might be an adjustment there. One moment. Does the Scott Stallings fall? Oh, yeah, no. Shot, grab the Scott Stallings score. There we go. Perfect. We go on to auto picks, folks. Hunter Mahan is going to go to shot. We then go to Trey Mullinax to Didi Tranny. Wyndham Clark is going to go to Bill Cabro. Russell Henley is going to go to Elf Kev. Aaron Rye to M. Tomko. Kevin Streelman to Elf Kev. Patrick Rogers to Elf Kev. Adam Schenk to A. Anderson. You also have a Callum Tarrant to B. Carlson. Joel Damon to B. Carlson. Camilo Villegas to B. Carlson. Matt Wallace to B. Carlson. A. Anderson with the Luke Donald. Ben Coles to Elf Kev. Grayson Murray to Elf Kev. The MJ Doffway to Tomko. You have Michael Kim to Elf Kev. Ben Coles to Bill Cabro. Kyle Stanley to D.D. Traney. And shot grabs the Dylan Woo. That's break number 2, folks. We might have just broke a record. I'm just saying. Might have just broke a record. Between the team turning on the draft board and you all being there making your picks, my goodness, that was magic. Absolute magic. Thank you guys for all being present and working through the draft board with us. All right, let's start our next pack break. We might as well get right into it, folks, right? We might as well dive right into it. Hard hats on, everybody. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. First pack in break number 3. Good luck from the right. We are going to have 3 core to start. Stewart Cink, Keegan Bradley, and English. Cink, Bradley, and English. Again, pack 2 from the right. 3 core. Adam Scott, very nice. David Hearn and Eric Barnes. Adam Scott, also a sleeper of Peter Jennings on our Reignmaker show earlier this week. From the right, 3rd pack, 2 core and a rare. Merritt, Trainer, and Tigala. Sahith Tigala, who was actually also featured on Full Swing. Very cool story. Next up, 3 core. Bill Haas, Webb Simpson, and Brian Stewart. Bill Haas, Webb Simpson, and Brian Stewart. Next pack from the right. It's going to be 2 cores and a rare. Kevin Kisner, Andrew Landry, and your rare, Bill Haas. Reminds me of the song Du Haas. You know? No, is that just me? Here we go. From the right, Adam Svensson, Sepp Straka, and Martin Laird. Martin Laird. Here we go from the right, Nick Taylor, Cameron Davis. Cameron Davis actually tied for 11th right now. And you have Matthew Neesmith. Matt Neesmith rare. Finally, next pack from the right, 3 core. Smalley, Willett, and Harry Higgs. Harry Higgs. Harry Higgs is not in the top 15, unfortunately. From the right, Adam Hadwin, Stuart Sink, and a rare Sung Kang. Sung Kang, rare. All right, here we go. Another pack. Hunan, Scott Piercy, and your rare is going to be Sam Ryder. Sam Ryder. All right, here we go, folks. Birdie time. Birdie pack time. And our final break, our final 2 birdies of our final 2 packs, our 3 breaks. Here we go from the right. 3 rares and 2 elite. Bramlett, Clark, Zalatoris. Very nice. Will Zalatoris, rare. We'll take it. Keep it moving. 2 elites. Luke Donald, all right. And an elite. Matt Fitzpatrick. Very nice. Big name. Big name. All right, let's keep it moving. If you guys remember, Fitzpatrick won, was it the Open? U.S. Open? In Brookline at the Country Club. Here we go from the right. Redmond, Cook, Ekboat, Harmon, and an elite. Brent Snedeker. All right, we'll take it. Brent Snedeker. We will take it. All right, folks, that is your break. Again, the team will go back to the draft board, or I should say to the lab, to build our draft board, okay? I want to talk quickly around some of the collectors' challenges and hunts running right now, okay? The collectors' challenge and hunts. There's a Genesis race, the 200 collectors challenge points to win your share of $150,000, all right? So the more unique Genesis golfer game cards you collect, the more you win. So the more cards you buy in the secondary market, the more packs you open, either via these pack breaks or via opening and burning or buying packs, I should say, on the marketplace. Again, there are still $20 birdie packs available. There are still $2,000 Eagle packs available. Where are my high rollers at? The more you buy, the more you build your collector's challenge and your share of the $150K. This did start on Monday, the 6th at 5 p.m. to go alongside the Genesis drop. Again, you must collect at least 50 unique golfers to earn the T-Box collector status, at least 100 to earn fairway status, and 200 or more to earn green collector status, okay? This is going to run until the 22nd at 10 a.m. To complete the race, and for each tier status achieved, there is a prize split at rare, elite, and legendary, corresponding to the rarity tier or golfer game cards collected, okay? Also, the first franchise score snapshot of the season. Early bird snapshot on the 12th. That is going to set the Reignmakers PGA Tour overall franchise score leaderboard. The top 1,000 collectors on that leaderboard are going to earn a share of 50 grand. Okay. And then there will be weekly leaderboard snapshots. I'm hearing rumblings. I'm getting confirmation that our friend Wiley is currently at the top of that leaderboard. Mr. Golf himself. Somebody go after him. Okay. Somebody go after Wiley. Give the guy some competition. Okay. All right, let's talk about some favorite guys to watch. Guys, again, it is the Players right now, so I don't want to discount the fact that one of the biggest tournaments of the year is taking place as we speak. You've got Morikawa right now in second at 7 under. You've got Bezuidenhout, who we've seen a number of cards pulled for. He's -4, tied for 4th. You have Scotty Scheffler also tied for 4th at 4 under. Siwoo Kim currently at 3 under, tied for 11th. You've got Justin Rose at -3, tied for 11th. Nate Lashley -3, tied for 11th. Montgomery -2, tied for 15th. Some other big names. John Rahm currently -1. He's tied for 20th. I'm sure he'll make a push for position as we go into the weekend. Adam Hadwin -1 at 20th. Straka, who we've seen a couple of times, tied for 20th. Jason Day tied for 20th. He's always a mover and a shaker when he's up at the top of the leaderboard. Matt Kuchar -1. Gary Woodland -1. So there's still some big names in the mix. Tommy Fleetwood is even. You've got Hatton at even. Kisner at even. We've seen a number of Kisners. Ricky Fowler at even. My goodness, can Ricky make a push Can Ricky finally make a push? I'm a Ricky fan. I don't know if you guys are. He's fallen off a cliff. I just want Ricky Fowler to win a tournament. He's good for the sport. You've got Victor Hovland in the mix still, Matt Fitzpatrick, who we just pulled a great card of at even through 9. And then you've got JT. Piercy down there. You've still got these guys in striking distance, as we know they can make a push. Finau came in at +1. He's another name to keep an eye on. All right, our draft board is ready, folks. Our final draft of the first show. We will be back at 6 p.m. for our, we'll call them baller breaks. We'll call them high roller breaks, whatever you want to say. Auburn 63, you are on the clock with the first pick, and the first pick is in. Elite Matt Fitzpatrick, as you would expect. The Matt Fitzpatrick is off the board, going to Auburn 63. We go to the second pick, Van Geven. Van Geven is on the clock with the second pick, and Van Geven is going to take the Sahith Theegala Rare. Sahith Theegala Rare. We go to WW Mike 58 in the 3-hole. WW Mike 58 in the 3-hole. You're on the clock, my friend. WW Mike 58 in the 3-hole. You are on the clock. 3 elites pulled in this break, a number of rare. We're heating up a little bit. We're getting hotter. That Fitzpatrick was a really nice pull. WW Mike grabbing the Brant Snedeker. Brant Snedeker going to WW Mike, the elite Snedeker. We move on to the fourth pick. Fourth is going to Elf Kev. Good to see you again. Love seeing Elf Kev in the mix in every break. I love it. Elf Kev just building franchise scores across multiple sports, multiple disciplines, so to speak. All right. Elf Kev is on the clock at 4. Elf Kev coming in. Luke Donald, elite. We go to the fifth pick. Fifth pick goes to Timo, 36-36. TMO, 36-36. On the clock. Timo 3636 is on the clock. It's going to be the Brian Harmon. Brian Harmon rare. We move on to the 6th pick. Going back to Elf Kev. Elf Kev on the clock. Elf Kev going 6 and 7, I should say. Elf Kev back to back. 6 and 7. Love to see it. Elf Kev going to take the Doc Redman. Doc Redman rare going to Elf Kev. In the 6th hole, 7th is going to be going to come in the Will Zalatoris rare. Very nice. Will Zalatoris rare going to Elf Kev. We move on to the 8th slot. M. Murray 2K7. M. Murray 2K7 at 8. You are on the clock, my friend. M. Murray is going Wyndham Clark rare. We go to 9. Timo 3636 back on the clock. Timo 3636 on the clock. Sam Ryder. Timo is going to take the Sam Ryder rare. And we go on to the 10th slot. Jim Bob, 08. Jim Bob going 10 and 11 back-to-back as we snake our way back towards the top of the draft board. Jim Bob, 08, 10 and 11. Jim Bob is going to take Matthew Neesmith rare, and the Martin Laird going to Jim Bob, and we make our way back down the draft board. We go to number 12, Timo, 3636. TMO 3636 on the clock. All right, Adam Scott off the board. Adam Scott Core going to TMO 3636. We go to 13. M. Murray 2K7 back on the clock. M. Murray 2K7 is back on the clock. M. Murray going to take the Sung Kang Rare going to M. Murray, and we move on to slot 14. Elf Kev back on the board. And it is back-to-back 14 and 15 for Elf Kev here. 2 picks back-to-back. Elf Kev on the clock, 14 and 15 in tow. And we're going to have the Joseph Bramlett going to Elf Kev. Joseph Bramlett in the 14th hole. And we move over to Kevin Kisner. Kevin Kisner Core. Kevin Kisner Core. Moving on to 16, TMO 3636. TMO 3636. Adam Hadwin going to TMO. Adam Hadwin Core going to TMO. We go to 17, back to Elf Kev. Elf Kev back on the board in the 17 hole. 4 picks left till we go auto, folks. Elf Kev, Austin Eckroat. Austin Eckroat, we go to 18. WW Mike 58. WW Mike 58 on the clock at 18. All right, WW Mike takes a Sepp Straka Core. We go to 19, Vang Ven. Vang Ven in the 19th hole. 2 picks left, guys. 2 picks left, and we go to auto draft. Vang Ven is on the clock at 19. Vang Ven grabs the Cameron Davis Core. Cameron Davis off the board to Vang Ven. We go to 20. Here we go, 20. It's going to be Auburn 6-3. Auburn 6-3 is on the clock with the 20th pick of the draft. And that's going to be the Austin Cook. Austin Cook Rare goes to Auburn 63, and it's auto draft time, folks. Bill Haas is going to go to Auburn 6-3 as well. Alex Smalley is going to go to Vang Ven. Tony Merritt is going to go to W Mike. Elf Kev grabs a Scott Piercy. Timo grabs Adam Svensson. Elf Kev grabs a Nick Taylor. Elf Kev, Stuart Sink. M. Murray is going to grab a Stuart Sink as well. Timo 3636 of Martin Trainer. Jim Bob is taking down the Harry Higgs. Bill Haas goes to Jim Bob as well. Aaron Baddeley is going to go to Timo 3636. Brian Stewart goes to M. Murray 2K. Elf Kev takes a Webb Simpson. Elf Kev also takes a Byung Hanan. The Timo 36 grabs Andrew Landry. Elf Kevs grabs a Danny Wimlett. WW Mike grabs a Harris English. Vang Ven grabs Eric Barnes. And finally, Auburn 63 takes the David Hearn. That is our third and final break of this show, folks. We will be back at 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock Eastern, right here. We're going to be ripping huge packs, absolutely huge packs. We have breaks that are made up of eagle packs and birdie packs tonight, so make sure you tune in. Even if you're not in the break, it's going to be exciting. We're going to do some more talk around the players, talk around the course, talk around the rankings, what to look out for. But again, as always, guys, thank you for participating. Thank you for being present. And hopefully you enjoyed another round of Reignmaker's Pack Breaks. This time, PGA style. We'll see you soon.